Trona County Commission, October 6th. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bertolio,
Here.
Commissioner Chadwick,
Here?
Commissioner Kaufman,
Here.
Commissioner Milne,
Here.
Chairman Hendry.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Okay, we have the consent agenda next. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Okay, we have public meetings. First one is PS 20-3, CUP 20-7 was tabled. So we have PS 20-3. Is there a request or a report from staff?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman, tonight we have PS 20-3, the Baylor Acres Major Subdivision application by Kelly Baylor. Location and zoning, the proposed subdivision is located near the intersection of 10 Mile Road and Poison Spider Road. The subject parcel and all the surrounding parcels are zoned urban agricultural, UA. Proposed subdivision is in the red square here, so we're west of town. We would head west either on Poison Spider Road, or we'd head out on Zero Road, and we turn onto 10 Mile and head south if we were on Zero, or we continue on Poison Spider Road. This is right where the Poison Spider then turns from a paved road to a gravel road at that point. And 10 Mile is paved up to that point, and then Poison Spider from there on out is a gravel road. As a side note, I did visit with Mike Hagler, our road and bridge superintendent, and yes, road and bridge currently grades and mag chlorides that dirt road on a regular basis, so that does receive that treatment currently. Our zoning here, you can see we are all urban ag. This is looking south from Lot 1 from Poison Spider Road. This is looking west down Poison Spider Road. Again, the paved portion of Poison Spider is just behind us. Proposed subdivision here on the left. This is looking southwest down Poison Spider Road. Looking northeast on Lot 3. We've got it in your packet there. We've got the plat. You can see the lot layout. This is north down Poison Spider Road. Criteria for approval. Is the subdivision consistent with the development plan? The proposed subdivision is located in neighborhood 12. That's the Casper Canal of the 2016 development plan. The development plan recommends maintaining agricultural and county roads. Staff's proposed finding of fact, the proposed subdivision is developed and does comply with the development plan and zoning resolution. So the lot sizes are large enough that it complies with our development plan. Criteria continued. Is the subdivision in conformance with the general provision, Chapter 1, and subdivision design standards, Chapter 7? Staff's proposed finding of fact, the subdivision has been processed in accordance with the applicable general provisions and subdivision design standards of the 2013 Trona County subdivision regulations. Criteria continued. Has the applicant provided evidence that sufficient water supply and sewer disposal will comply with state and local laws? Staff's proposed finding of fact, the subdivision will be served by Pioneer Water and Sewer. Each lot will have its own septic systems. ECS Engineers has performed soil and feasibility percolation testing on each lot. Each lot will require to have a final perk test and septic design at the time of building a single-family dwelling. So, sum that up, they're going to get domestic water from Pioneer Water and Sewer. Pioneer has agreed that there's sufficient capacity for that, and then they'll have private septic systems with each lot. ECS has looked at that and says it's feasible, but they'll do final designs with the health department when they pull building permits. Does the subdivision appear to be compatible with the surrounding area and not detrimental to the future development of the area and not detrimental to the health, safety, and general welfare of the inhabitants of the area of the county? Staff's proposed finding of fact, the area is agricultural and residential based upon the development plan. The subdivision and surrounding areas of the proposed subdivision meet urban agricultural district requirements. If we look on the north side of Poison Spider, that has been developed in a very typical fashion to this. They are smaller lots that are residential. This proposed subdivision has a portion of it that is at least irrigated, and some of it will be dry, but it is very consistent with the neighborhood of what we would see out on Poison Spider. Will an improvement service district be required? The applicant has been working with Road and Bridge on access to this subdivision. Staff's proposed finding of fact, access to the subdivision is from Poison Spider Road and is maintained by Natrona County Road and Bridge. An improvement service district will not be required for this subdivision. So the applicant would be working on individual lot access with Road and Bridge, and they've started those conversations with Mike Hagler, our Road and Bridge, and he's here and believes they can get approaches put into those lots without an issue. Public comment. As of tonight's meeting, one phone call in opposition has been received. The concern was to additional traffic on Poison Spider Road. There was also an individual that spoke in opposition during planning and zoning. Their concern was the dividing of agricultural lands into subdivided lots. Notifications were sent out to property owners within 1/2 mile, approximately 30 property owners. Proposed motion at their September 8th, 2020 meeting, the Planning Commission acted to recommend approval of this agenda item by the Board of County Commissioners. With that, I'd answer any questions the commission may have.
Any questions for staff? Okay. I'll now open the public hearing for the consideration of this item. The hearing will be conducted in accordance with Wyoming State statute, rules of the Natrona County Commission, and other applicable laws. I would ask those individuals who wish to address the commission to approach the lectern and state your full name and address. Okay, is there anyone wishing to speak in favor?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. My name is Lisa Burridge, Lisa Burridge and Associates Real Estate, 421 South Center Street. And this is my client, Kelly Fahler. And I have no idea what his address is.
Right
Kelly
now?
Fahler, yeah.
4114 Monument Road.
We're happy to answer any questions. I think that Mr. Gutierrez did a great job explaining what Mr. Fahler wants to do. We've complied with all the regulations and are happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, great. Is there any questions?
Okay,
Boy, you wowed them.
yeah.
Thank you.
Good thing she was talking.
Yeah, you did a good job. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Okay, I'll close the public hearing. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve PS 20-3 along with the findings of fact.
I'd second.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion? This afternoon, Mike, I asked about the road, and I didn't know you were mag chloride in that. Last time I went up, there was a lot of washboards going up that hill, and then dust, so we'll probably need to continue to mag chloride that road.
Just did it last week.
Yeah, okay. That was the only issue that I really had, is that the dust was gonna dust them out. But, okay, no other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have public comment. Anyone wishing to speak to the commission tonight? Okay. Uh-oh.
hadn't really intended to do this, but as long as I'm here, Lisa Burridge, I would like to talk to the commission briefly about the improvement in service districts that are oftentimes required for rural subdivisions. I understand the concept and I understand the purpose, but I think that there are a lot of shortcomings with the process and the continued process. We've experienced a couple of problems with the two most recent improvement in service districts where we as developers finish the project, turn the project over to the neighborhood, which is how this is to work, and they fail to meet the time frame for budgets. They don't understand what's required. They don't really follow the state statute or the county requirements. And so I'm not entirely sure the solution, but I'd like to put it out there that we would, I'd be happy to work with somebody to try to figure out maybe a different avenue other than an improvement service district, or to figure out a different manner in which to run the improvement service districts.
Okay. Any questions about that? You know, we have had several of them, the old ones, not really, I haven't seen the new ones come in, but the old ones, and they, after a while, they still collecting money, and who's really in charge, and they need to file paperwork with the state. They need to have a board and up to date, and it's troublesome for some areas.
Yeah, candidly, what's happened in a lot of these is that they don't have a problem necessarily in these newer ones collecting the monies, but they don't understand the budgeting. And so, you know, this is the simple solution, just to make government take care of it, is to collect the money from the people on a yearly basis via their taxes, because that's how this budget process is supposed to work anyway. But the problem is that you even have a small subdivision with 10 people, and it's impossible to get 10 people to agree on how to grade a road or to, I mean, it's just really very difficult. So I don't know the exact answer, but I'd be happy to be a part of the solution if we could talk about it at some point in the future.
Eric?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. This has been an issue that's hit our radar. We've got an internal working group on improvement in service districts, and we've noticed that, you know, with this requirement, they're being formed, but it's not really solving the issue that we were requiring them to be formed for, and that is road maintenance. And there's, you know, several that are required to form the ISD, and then they just never do anything because they don't see the need. And so obviously, we're in the process of re-examining it. This has been kind of an odd year, so to speak. So as we get back on track, that's something we'll be taking a look at, and I will definitely note your willingness to participate.
Be happy to do that. One of the things I'll mention, when you have something like Cattle Trail Road, which isn't really a road, it gets super weird, because what ends up happening is the people that are in front of the subdivision are paying for basically 90% of the road. And so it turns into a very strange semi-political issue back and forth with neighbors, and it turns into like the Hatfields and the McCoys a little bit. So there must be a better solution. Just would love to help work on that. So
Okay,
thank you.
thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to address the commission? Okay, commissioners' comment. Commissioner Kaufman,
I have nothing tonight, Chairman. Thank you.
Commissioner Chadwick.
I have nothing, thank you.
Whoa, we're on a roll. Commissioner Milne,
I don't want to stop it. I have nothing.
Commissioner Bertolio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have absolutely nothing tonight.
Really? Meeting adjourned.